Raw dog is the American Dialect Society's word of the year for 2024, but other words were nominated, and I want to run through some of them. Starting with the most creative word of the year, which included broligarchy, which makes sense to me, but is also something I hadn't heard of before today. And in the club, we all fam, which definitely had its moment in 2024, but I don't know if it belongs here exactly. And the X I X'd, as in the scream I scrumped, which is interesting to me for a lot of reasons, but one of them is that it sounds old timey, right? It sounds like English of yesteryear. And oftentimes, that old timey sound is a perfect vehicle for comedy, right? Like the scream I scrumped to me is in conversation with things like whomstuff. I work with students, and the questions I get asked probably most often are, am I cooked and how cooked am I? So I'm glad to see cooked in the informal word of the year category. And this is also how I learned the origin of mewing and mog. Luigi made it in the political word of the year. He snuck in right at the end of 2024 there. And sane washing is an interesting one. I do want to do more of a deep dive into that washing suffix because I want to know more about any possible phonological constraints, because it seems like washing really likes single syllable words the most. Digital word of the year has some heavy hitters here like AI slop and brain rot, and down at the bottom there's exit and exodus, which I hadn't heard of, but I probably would if I was still on Twitter. The words in the most useful category are definitely useful, but they don't all stand out as 2024 words to me. Like, I don't think lock in exploded in 2024 the way that crash out did. Most of the most likely to succeed category I do see succeeding for a while, and they had success before 2024, but terrified, spelled in this way, is an interesting one because I think that'll depend on what the second Trump presidency will look like. So, remains to be seen. And last is most fun while it lasted, kind of a meme category. And these words definitely had their era, but I can see them coming back in the future. Like, we're getting another Wicked movie, so Hold Space might come back around when that movie comes out. We might get another Brat Summer, or people might be nostalgic for Brat Summer in the future. And we'll see how famous Haley Welch is in 2025 and beyond. And now that we're at the end of this, I just have one question. Where is chat, right? Chat as in, chat is this real? Chat is this Riz? I feel like chat was in so many places this year, and I do think it's interesting linguistically and grammatically, but it's nowhere to be seen in the nominations, and I think that's an oversight.